Hi, Kung Fu Russ here. This is the PlayStation controller. As you can see, these two analog triggers here curve into the controller away from the thumb. So if I'm holding the controller there, my finger can slip off, which in a tense moment in a racing game, for instance, can become a bit frustrating. I feel it should curve into my finger so that my finger can't slip off, and that's where this comes in useful. This is the Geotech Real Trigger adapter, if you will. It's just a little piece of plastic. That's all it is. It's going to be very hard to pick up the intimate details of this on YouTube, but as you can see, that's the underside, and the button on the PlayStation trigger is going to rest in there, and this lip here is going to clip on the top of the R2 and L2 buttons. So I take the controller, I pop that, let's try and do this so that I can show you and not get in the way. I clip that there. As you can see, there's a small gap here, can you see that? So in front of my finger. Now that is where this is going to clip without interfering with the natural travel of this button. So that goes in there. You see that? Ready for the click? There was the click. Look at that. Little messy looking there, but it doesn't affect the travel. If you can see, you can maybe even still make a tiny gap out. See if I can. There's still a tiny gap between the top of the additional section and the plastic of the controller, so that's not there we go. That's not interfering there. And when pushed all the way in, it's not interfering there. That goes all the way down. Autofocus is struggling. Now I'm just going to pop another one on really quickly, and these will pop on and off quite a lot. I don't know how much wear and tear they would take over time, but having used them now, I'm never going to take them off apart from now I'm showing you. So I've just put another one on. There you go, it's that easy. So there they are. And from the underside, from the side, the controller now looks like that. Beautiful. My finger, it's much harder for my finger to slip off. And the thing is as well, the controller, it just makes the controller feel so much more adult hand size as well, because of course that's for a couple of centimetres. And if you do this on a dual shock, the whole thing feels chunky. I don't know if I can see there. That to me feels more like my hand size. It's only a small distance, but anything to make this controller bigger and chunkier for my adult hands is an improvement. Now, these things are at the moment quite tricky to get hold of. They were given away, I believe, in an American magazine recently. They were given away in PSM2 magazine in the UK, and as of today, the 26th of February 2008, this magazine is on shelves for about another week and a half, but apparently in some areas the magazine is proving difficult to get hold of. Why? Well, some people like me have 3 or 4 controllers, and some people like me know that you can't buy these and have been out and bought multiple copies. If I'm absolutely honest, I've actually eBayed 1 or 2 of these, but only literally 1 or 2. Don't think I'm using this to advertise much. So all I can say is email Geotech, GIOTECK.com, and tell them to release these Geotech Real Triggers as a real commercially available product. I'm sure that they'll only charge £2 or £3.99, maybe $5 or $6 for the privilege of buying them independently, because they're not to everyone's taste. But I, for one, see they look a bit messy. I, for one, think it is a brilliant piece of kit. And in Burnout, I don't slip off. And in gun games, pew, 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 feels more like a gun trigger. So there you go. I'm Kung Fu Russ. Watch out for me on YouTube.